return, Penny Coomes, Buckland.
So on the ice now, the British couple on the path to their third Olympic Games. So it has been quite the trying journey this time around. Penny Coomes and Buckland. This is a return to an older free dance for Penny and Nick, but it was one of, if not their absolute strongest free dance. They wanted to return to it for the Olympic season.
And one of the strongest lifting couples in the whole event. And really just a couple that skates with so much joy. Look at the control, upside down, slow motion around. It's hard enough to do these acrobatic lifts, the flipping and the twisting, but to do it in slow motion adds another layer of complexity and difficulty. You can see the very high grade of execution score in green. Wonderful lift. Little bobble on that second twizzle from Penny, losing her balance. The technical panel will have to review that afterwards to make sure her blade continued constant rotation. Oh, and losing the spin. That's a very big error that will certainly make the spin drop significantly in level, and you can see negative GOEs there. As soon as they stop that rotation, it's an interruption and it stops being counted. But look at this lift, just spectacular. Oh, what a shame. Beautiful program. It is one of their best of all time programs, and just not the execution they were looking for.
Some major mistakes there, but also some incredible highlights from Coomes and Buckland of Great Britain.
Well, back with Coomes and Buckland, and unfortunately quite a few mistakes in the twizzles. There was an error. Here we see the last twizzle where they were pretty together, but here's the spin, just coming off in the second half. As soon as that happens, nothing else can be counted, and they only gain a level 2 with minus grade of execution. And here's this spectacular lift. This is actually the lift I believe she broke her knee on. You can see how she could have come off of his neck in a very bad way. That was spectacular there, but an unfortunate performance for these guys who are so wonderful when they're on.
Oh, they were very much on back in 2014 at these championships when they finished in 3rd place, won the bronze medal.
But good to get these mistakes out now before the Olympics. They've had such a difficult comeback from her injury and been through so many things. It's unexpected to come out and not have any errors, so good to get them out of the way now.
After that injury you mentioned, Ben, in the summer of 2016, Penny couldn't even walk for 3 months. She had 2 surgeries, didn't get back onto the ice until August of the following year, and then had to compete just a few months later in order to earn Great Britain's Olympic spot, which thankfully they will fill, and are headed to Pyeongchang in just under 3 weeks' time.
Really remarkable recovery, and right now you can see they're waiting quite a long time for their scores. That's because the technical panel is reviewing all those elements that had errors to make sure they get the call right, give them the appropriate points, and we'll have to see how that score comes out. It is nerve-wracking though when you sit there.
Yeah. And typically when it takes that long for the numbers to come out, it doesn't wind up being in your favor.
It's not a good sign.
98.97. You see the resigned acceptance by Coomes and Buckland of those numbers. Puts them currently into 1st place, but that technical element score, 46.89, certainly hurt them today.